Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome! My name is Luna, and this is Dark Souls, the original.
Alright, I'm back here. And just going to run straight through. Grab my souls. Try to get a backstab on this guy. The camera just goes all over the place, so it's kind of weird. Let's just see what I've got. I don't know if I've got any arrows here. Large arrow, that'll do. Oh fuck me. I'm either going to kill him or he's going to drop off the edge like he did before. There you go. And then we just have to get across here. This is it. You don't want to be messing about here because you are so close to the edge here. There is a pad there which will send out little bolts right behind you from there. You can see just where my head is, right there. And we are going to come through here now, and we're just going to run to the next bonfire. So we're going to do this pretty quickly. We don't want to just hang around too long here. There are nasty things here. So we're going to come here. Yeah, there you go. There's a nasty thing. Nasty thing. Just drop down here. Probably not like that. And light that bonfire. Rest up at that sucker. Rest up at that sucker. Okay, so from here, you're going to come up here and just go to the left. You're just going to drop down there. Just be careful with that drop, and you will come back out here at the entrance to the area where you came in before. And we're going to just like run quick. Now you see those black marks on the ground. That's where those fire pots are. There's an arsehole giant who's throwing those at you. Okay, so now we've got another one of these guys. We had one of these at the beginning of the game. Berenin Knight or whatever they're called. This guy always drops a large titty shard. Always. And sometimes he will drop other stuff. But as I said before, they never drop their mace. Knight of Berenin? I don't know. So we're going to come up to an enemy here, an NPC. You don't want to take this guy for granted. You can... he has that sword he's got is what you want, and as you can see, it's extremely fast. Extremely fast. He does kind of rely on his bow, which makes him easier to take out than he probably should be. And that was Ricard, and that was his rapier. And then from here you can come and grab a couple of items. Divine Blessing. You can see there, like with the chain, it's going backwards, as I was talking about earlier on. If the chain comes forwards in like a question mark, you know you're in trouble. And there's another rare Ring of Sacrifice. So that's good. The Ricard's Rapier, if you're going to go Dex, is a really good boss killing weapon when you buff it. So if you're going to go like Dex and maybe sorceries, Crystal Magic Weapon on that fucker with 40 Dex, it's going to just destroy bosses. So now we are going to keep moving. Keep on moving up here. Now to the left is a merchant, and we're going to sort that out in a minute, but not right now. Right now we're going to come up here, and we are going to kill the bitch who has been throwing the fire on us. There's this guy. Should be able to kill him one shot for a titty shard. And then just up here is where you're going to find this guy. You want to be careful with any guy that you can't actually see. He does go kind of psycho at one point. And yeah, that, as you saw, went straight through my shield. Yeah, this guy is just fucking annoying, so get rid of him. And pick up his item. And the item is a chunk. That is the first chunk you will get in the game, unless you have followed this little walkthrough where I showed you how to get chunks quite a while back. So we are going to go back here to the last bonfire. Probably could just Homeward Boner, don't have one right now. I'm going to show you that as well, because there's a thing there. What we're going to do is we're going to jump across here, so keep to the left. This is kind of irritating. We're going to just jump here, and there is a merchant, the Crestfallen merchant, I believe, and he will sell us some interesting stuff.
What? I took my sins for just but I'm different from living vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So let me help you out with your soul searching.
And he sells Blackfire bombs, green blossom, titty shards, large titty shards, green titty shards, the great sword, great axe, boulder shield, tower shield. So if you didn't get the boulder shield by this point, you should have done, but if you didn't, here it is. And the tower shield if you're feeling really endurance heavy. Arrows, the Onion Knight stuff, the Katarina stuff here, and the steel armor. which is the knight armor. I think I grabbed the steel helm because it was a drop early on, and the boulder armor. So there's that, and he has the thunderstone plate ring, which boosts lightning defense, which would have been really handy 20 minutes ago, but now not so much. And this one, spell stone plate ring, which boosts magic defense, which again would have been really handy early on,
Nothing at all.
but right now, no. So we're going to come down here, and you need to be careful to hug the left hand wall, because I have died by falling off this staircase, and it's a really shitty way to die, so don't do it. Hug that wall. And when you get here, you can kill this motherfucker like that, and you can grab the cage key, and once again just hug the wall. Again, I have died from falling off of this, and it is a shitty way to die, so do not do it. This staircase was designed for you to fall off and die, so whoop, like there, I nearly did. Don't do it. And once you get back up here, we are going to run and jump back across. Now that jump is harder, and I wanted to fail it because I wanted to show you. Coming back is harder than going. But we're going to grab some items there. The sniper crossbow. There is a dude down here. He is a boulder knight. And they are tougher than the boulder knights earlier in the game. But as long as you're careful, and by now you should be careful, they shouldn't be too much problem. And if you have a weapon like the claymore, you will stagger them. That's a titty shard, and we have a chest here that contains a ring, and that is the stone flame plate ring. I'm kind of getting dried out here from not enough vodka and too much talking. The flame stone plate ring, which will boost your fire defense. And then we come back here, which is the beginning of the area. So we're going to go to the bonfire, which is here, and rest up, and reverse hollow. There you go. And we'll just carry on here to the boss. Now there is an NPC that you can summon for the boss, and I'm going to show you that guy. Iron Knight Tarkus, I think that's his name. This guy just makes a joke of the whole boss fight, and I'll show you that. Yeah, see, there's a guy down there. He's the one who's dropping the boulders that are coming down and rolling around and all the rest of it. And he respawns. And down there is another boulder knight. That's a dead end, and there's nothing there. It looks like they intended that to be something, and it never was. Now you can use that cage key to open this, and you should do, and you should get in here, because this toilet chain, old-fashioned toilet chain, will come all the way down to the bottom and will unlock a shortcut. So just ride it down and then just get back in it. That's right at the beginning of Sense Fortress. So that is a shortcut you will be using a lot, believe me. And we're going to get out there. We're going to head towards the boss now. The guy who throws the whoa, fuck. The guy who throws the fire pots is not here. You don't want to fall down here. If you fall down here, just drop out there. Don't drop out the other way, because it will drop you down all the way to the bottom of Sen's Fortress, and you don't want that. So let's go kill the boss. Okay, so we're getting through a considerable chunk of the game here. We're about to actually go into the area where, for my money, the toughest boss in any of the Dark Souls games is. Gonna get rid of that guy. Now the boss is through there. Now you can come over here. If you're in human form, there is the boss over there. You can see him just above my head. If you're in human form, you can come in here and you can summon Iron Tarkus, and Iron Tarkus just makes this boss even more of a joke, honestly. So we're going to come back. Now let's just play with something here. I am going to put on the Black Knight Halberd +3, and I'm going to have to take off a lot of this stuff. Probably go naked. 91, so that's 45, which is 22.5. So let's put on a little bit of armor. Okay, that'll do. And I'll show you the Black Knight Halberd in action +3. So first up, we're going to just try to avoid that, and get between his legs, and then we're going to try to going to back up here and heal up, and then you see I'm doing a lot of damage with this fucking thing. And you can actually stagger him so he falls off of the ledge here, but there's no need, because yeah, you just destroy the fucker. So that was the Iron Giant. Now you have to kill the guy who throws the pots from up there, the flaming pots, because otherwise there's a chance that one will hit you. So that is the Black Knight Halberd. As you can see, it's pretty damn good. And now we will examine this Ring of Light, and we will travel through to the next very tough area. And here we are in Anor Londo.